Veena Mataji, can you send the message to the group saying the class has started?
Yes, Prabhu.
ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। मुखं करोति वाचालां पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातदं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय, नित्य गौरा प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा। From last 2 or 3 classes, we have been talking about 6 qualities of pure bhakti. We saw this verse, Klesha Agni Shubdah Moksha Lagukrit Sudurlabha Sandranand Visheshatma Sri Krishna Karsani Chasa. And we have covered so far 3 qualities. Klesha Agni, which means bhakti destroy the fire of suffering. Shubda, it is all auspicious. Moksha Lagukrit, pure bhakti disregard the importance of liberation. So we have gone through these verses. And today we are going to, or these 3 characteristic, I should say. And today we are going to see the other 3, which is Sudurlabha, Sandhanand Visheshatma, Sri Krishna Akarshani. So, as I am moving through the slide, anybody has anything else that they would like to ask before we talk the 4th quality? This 4th quality is very, very important quality. Not to discourage, but we have to understand. So he says that sadhana augher, anashangar, albhaya suchiradapi, harina cha savadayati, chasadvadayati, dvidha sasyat sudurlabha. So sadhana, bhakti, if it's done asangaya, without attachment. Sangha means attachment, and asanga means without attachment. So if bhakti is done without attachment, then bhakti, Uttama bhakti or pure bhakti cannot be attained even after a long time of performance. Harina chashwadayati, the word is shwadayati. Harina chashwadayati. And if someone is performing bhakti even with attachment, dvidha sasyat sudurlabha. Krishna does not very easily gives his bhakti to the practitioner. So that is the teaching of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It says, number 1, if the bhakti, anga bhakti is performed, but if there is no attachment to it, it will take a long time, very, very long time. And even if we perform some attachment, still Krishna doesn't like giving his bhakti so cheaply.
Oh, right.
How does it sound? So that's how it is, because when Krishna gives his bhakti, then he becomes under the control of his devotee. So that is why not everybody gets the opportunity to perform pure bhakti. This is important, concept. So bhakti is sudurlabha, that is the teaching of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And then we'll see some other, citation. These are the verses coming from third canto. Liberation is easily attained by jnana and material enjoyment. So if one is striving for liberation, by jnana one can attain that. Such as sacrifices after attaining dedication to those goals by thousands of attempts. However, bhakti or bhava bhakti to the Lord cannot be attained if one practices thousands of different sadhana. This here. And then Maharaj are talking to Prithu Maharaj, which is cited in third canto. My dear king, four Kumaras are saying to the Prithu Maharaj, the Supreme Person, Mukunda, is maintainer of all the members of the Pandavas and Yadu dynasty. He is your spiritual master, worshipable deity, friend, and director of your activities. To say nothing of this, he sometimes serves your family as a messenger or servant. So you can see now what happened. What happened if one becomes devotee of Krishna? He sometimes serves your family as a messenger or servant. This means that he worked just as ordinary servants do. Wow. Yes, yes. Those engaged in getting the Lord's favor attain liberation from the Lord's very easily. But he does not give bhava bhakti at all times. So this is very advanced state of bhakti. Bhava bhakti says that once we attain this state, then Krishna personally serve his devotee. That is why attaining this stage is normally very difficult. So bhakti is Shudurlabha. And then Chandranand. Chandranand means condensed bliss. Right? Bhakta finds condensed bliss. And you would see that some of the advanced devotee or devotee who have attachment to Krishna, they just, linger around, stay around deity, stay around temple, stay around Krishna, something, 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 close to Krishna. So the Krishna is in the center, like cow, you tie with a rope, put the, nail, the cow will keep on moving in different diameter, but still, the nail is in the center. So it's like that. Devotee who has attachment to Krishna, they are like that. Sometimes the diameter is very small, sometimes it's a little far, but they are roaming around, moving around Krishna. Okay, so and every time when they do that, they are feeling extreme bliss. Sometimes they express, sometimes even they don't express, but the bliss is there. So this verse says that a bliss of Brahman realization, which is basically getting the mukti, is like one drop of ocean for the happiness of bhakti. So we have talked about that Bhavanandi, Brahmanandi, and Premanandi. So Bhavanandi, person who is taking the enjoyment from the material object, their bliss, their pleasure is like mirage. And the pleasure of the Bhava or the Brahmanandi, people who are worshipping of the Brahman form, their pleasure is like a drop of water. But Chandranand, concentrated bliss, Premanandi, the one who is releasing the taste of unalloyed devotion, their bliss is like ocean. We have seen that, right? So that's what is being said here. That the bliss of Brahman realization is like a drop of water. All the happiness of impersonal Brahman is as insignificant as the water in the footprint of a cow. When the breeze, so this is basically again Jay and Vijay talking to Maharaj when they went to see Lord Vishnu. They are talking with Jay and Vijay. When the breeze carrying the aroma of tulsi leaves from the throat of the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead entered the nostrils of those sages, poor Maharaj, they experienced the change both in the body and mind, even though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman. So this pastime is coming again in third canto, when four Kumaras are at the gate. 6 gates they have crossed. They are at the 7th gate. Jai Vijay said, stop here, you cannot go. Then four Kumara says, oh, what type of personality is this? Are you fearful that I'll harm Lord Vishnu? Why did he even stop me? From where this type of mentality come in the Vaikuntha? We say that Vaikuntha is the place where there is no Kuntha. So what type of anxiety you have, right? There is discussion going on, and at that time you would see that, when Vijay were cursed. But these four Kumaras were Jnani. And he says that as soon as they got the aroma of the tulsi leaf that was coming from the toes of the personality of Godhead, their nostril got purified, their whole experience got purified, and they transferred into pure devotion. Some fortunate people play in sweet ocean of your topics and enjoy the greatest bliss. They consider the happiness from the dharma, earth, kam, and moksha to be as insignificant as grass. So dry grass or grass. Who cares for the grass, right? We are running over, mowing it, cutting it, chopping it, whatever we want to do it, right? We're not having any significance of, no significance of the grasses. So in front of pure devotional service, any other endeavor such as dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, those are like insignificant as grasses. Okay, so pure devotional service is Chandra Nand, source of condensed bliss. Okay, so this is number 5, and the 6th quality is Sri Krishna Akarshani. It attracts. So why is it Durlava? Because Sri Krishna Akarshani, it attracts Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when devotees are doing devotional service, we should know that it's not like sometimes you say, oh, I have been chanting name of Krishna from 14, 15 years, no transformation has happened. I don't know even if I'm doing any bhakti or not. Sometimes you say that I don't know the bhakti that I am doing is going to reward me anything. All those type of things, we say. But one should know that whatever bhakti we have done, at that degree, Krishna is attracted to us. So, Kritva Harim Prema Bhajam Piriya Varga Samanvitam Bhaktir Vaisi Karoti Sri Krishna Karshani Mataha. Bhakti is called Sri Krishna Karshani because it makes Lord addicted to prem and bring him under control along with his associates. So Karshani, is coming from the Karshana, Gurukva gravitational force, it attracts, it draws things, towards itself. So bhakti is like that, pure devotional service attracts Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na sadhyati mam yugo, na shankyam dharma uddhava, na swadhayash tapastyago, yata bhaktir Mamo Arjita. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful verse. See, extremely beautiful verse. He says that, my dear Uddhav, the unalloyed devotional service in the form of prema bhakti rendered to me by devotee brings me under their control. Yatha bhaktir mamo arjita. Arjita means to control, like arjan, how much you earn, whatever you earn, that is within your possession. So arjita means being possessive. So Krishna says that na sadhyati mama yogo, na sankhyaam dharma uddhava. There are processes such as, yoga or sankhya, mystic yoga, sankhya, or other philosophical activity or pious work. None of those can control me to the extent Bhakti controls me. You see here? See here, it's not just a saying. That's why the saying is there, but we cite some verses. Yuyam nirloko bata bhuri bhaga lokam purnah munayo aviyanti esam girhan avasati sakshat gudham param brahma manushyalingam. So this is Narad Muni talking to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Ivam aham avam ivam. So we, my dear, ivam naraloke vat bhuri bhaga. He says that the people who have taken birth in the naraloka, as a human form, the people who have human form, bhuri bhaga, they are very, very fortunate. So he says that Ivam Nirloka Yatra Bhuribhaga, all of you Pandavas, Ivam is being used for plural, all of you Pandavas are Bhuribhaga, very, very fortunate, extremely fortunate. Lokan Purnan Munayo Abhiyanti. You know why? Everyone, all the great saintly personality and everybody else, they like coming and seeing you. Esam Girhan Avasiti Sakshad Kudham Param Parama. So Esham, why everybody likes coming to see you, visit you? Why everybody is attracted to you? Because Esham Girhan, Esham means at their house, there. At their house, Avastati lives. Who lives? Sakshad Gudam Param Braham. Sakshad Bhagwan. Gudam Param. The secret of all the secrets. Gudham. Right? So secrets of all the secrets, which is Param Bhagwan Sri Krishna, they stay with you. So Pandavas, not missing Pandavas, you all are so fortunate. Extremely, extremely fortunate because Swam Lord is residing with you. So Lord is so much captivated, so much attracted to your devotion that he always stays with you. Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Bhakti Alok mentions this point. He says that Krishna is always with his devotees. The degree we have surrendered, up to that degree, he is protecting and guiding us. Queen Quinty is praying, Vipita Santu Yat Sayat Tatra Tatra Jagatpate Bhavad Darshan Yat Sayat Punar Bhavad Darshan. So she said, my dear Lord, the calamities are okay. I'm fine with that. Vipda, give me those calamities. Why? Apunar Bhautam, whenever I see you, Punara Darshanam Yat Sayad, whenever I see you, Shyad, Punar Darshanam Yat Shyad, whenever I see you, Apunar Bhava Darshanam, there is no chance that I will have the darshan of bhava. You know what is bhava? You know what is bhava darshanam? Anybody can guess what is bhava darshanam?
Material existence
Yeah,
or
yes, yes, really. You know, the the darshan, like we are bhava darshani. We all are seeing bhava darshan, right, Prabhu?
yes, yeah.
Yes, we all are seeing bhava. We are seeing, birth and death. So this life we are seeing birth, death is coming. So Queen Quinty is saying that no, 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 give me those calamities. Vipadasan to yat sayad tatra tatra jagatpate. Bhavat darshan yat sayad apunar bhava darshanam. It's fine, my dear Lord. Why? Because when I see you, when you are around us, doesn't matter how much much calamity will come, but still there is no chance that I'll see the suffering. He's saying those calamities cannot make me suffer. Why? Because you are here. यस्य महेश्वर्या महानानाम कृष्णा परम पुरुषे भक्ति उत्पादते पुंस शोको मोह भय. My dear Lord, person whose heart is awakened with devotion, for them soko moh bhayapaya. There is no lamentation, there is no greed, there is no fear. So bhakti of Supreme Personality of Godhead attracts the Lord Himself. So that's how we cover these qualities. So this is an important slide that we have to remember. These 6 qualities that we saw are goals or achievement of different categories of bhakti. So Sandranand Visheshatma Sri Krishna Karshini, those are Prema Bhakti. Once we come to that stage of Prema Bhakti, then we have that understanding. Okay. So Klesa, Agni and Subda, those are the symptoms of Vadi Bhakti. Bhakti, most of us are in Vadi Bhakti stage. So Klesa, Agni, which means the suffering, the fire that is making us suffer, that fire subsides. And it's all auspicious. So auspiciousness is coming on us. The living entity who have taken the shelter of bhakti, they are already auspicious. They are very auspicious. Their bright fortune is waiting for them. So this is very important. Please remember, Klesa, Agni and Subda are achieved by perfection of Vadi Bhakti. Please, watch my word. I'm saying perfection of Vadi Bhakti. And Moksha Lahukrit and Sudurlabha, those are achieved when at the Bhava stage. So at the Bhava stage, Klesa, Agni, Subda, Moksha Lahukrit, and Sudurlabha. These 4 qualities of bhakti are rewarded to practitioner. And once we come to the stage of Prema Bhakti, then all 6 qualities are rewarded. So sometimes you would say that, Prabhu, I'm doing bhakti, but I know I'm not feeling Sandhanand Visheshatma. Sometimes we feel, sometimes, just by chanting the name of Krishna, tears will start coming. Sometimes not. So mood is still acting, right? Sometimes ignorance is dominant, sometimes passion is dominant, sometimes goodness is dominant. Whatever is dominant in us, according to that, we show a specific quality that we have. But if we stay at the higher realm of bhakti, then constantly will associate and feel the higher taste. That's why, in devotional service, Nishtha is the at least goal. One should try to come. I was talking to one devotee and I told him, Nishtha, at least Nishtha. Coming to the stage where you are firmly taking shelter of bhakti. You have a firm faith. Your faith is not going to be ups and downs. At least you are very dedicated. You have some degree of surrender to Krishna. And that happens when Anartha Nivritti and Sadhu Sangha and Bhajan Kriya has perfected. Right? So Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, and Anartha Nivritti. These 4 things. When these 4 things perfect, we have no tendency to do the offense, and we are always engaged in devotional service, one way or other way. When we are doing those things, then our faith becomes very stable. It's called Nishtha. So at least we should try to come to the state of Nishtha, so that at least you can get some taste of these qualities of bhakti. Okay, so anybody has any questions before we start the next set of discussions? Now we are getting into chapter 2, where we are going to talk about stages of devotions. So far we taught what is the Uttam Bhakti and what are the quality of Uttam Bhakti. If you are doing Uttam Bhakti, then what will be rewarded? That was chapter 1. So we did preface, we did introduction, we did chapter 1. Now we are getting into chapter 2. So anybody, anything before we talk chapter 2?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have a question. So, there are some incidences or stories that we hear from Lord Jagannath's story that, like, I'm not sure if it is Jagannath's story or something, but there are some stories like there was a shoemaker who got Shaligram's Shila, and he used to put his feet and cut his strips on that. And then one day the Brahmana saw this happening, and he bought the Saligram Shila from him. And then next day he gets a dream that, Krishna is saying, no, I was happy there. Just put that back, put me back there, put the Shaligram back there. So, and then there was another incident about the butcher. So I have not personally heard the stories, but um, Karunanidhi Mataji was telling me about it. So this is one kind of rasa that, Krishna is enjoying with his devotee. Another one is like the rules and regulations that we are learning here, what do's and don'ts. So how do we understand, like, if Krishna is he likes, how does he likes to reciprocate, like, for a person who is following full rules and regulation and doing sadhana bhakti, or the person who is oblivious of any rules and regulation and he's just doing with faith or love.
Yeah. So Brihad Bhagavatamrita talks about this concept that Narad Muni is going to, different person, saying that, he went to Hanumanji and said that, you are number one devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hanumanji said, no, 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 no. Who said it? Who said that to you? No, I'm not a, pure devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are other personalities, who are pure devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Have you heard about Prahlad Maharaj? So likewise, they keep on sending, and finally, they said that gopis are the pure devotee. Now, gopis are not learned like other Brahmins and Pandita. They are not Shastragya, nor of the scripture. They are not reciting big, big mantra. They are also not worshipping Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead in Bhava Aishwarya. Their mood is Madhurya Ras. They don't think that Krishna is a very exalted personality. They think that, Krishna is just ordinary person, or whatever he is, we are in love with him. So that's one example. Krishna is called Bhava Grahi Janardana, the expression of love, and you will see that through this discussion. The Sadhana Bhakti appears very powerful. It appears that you are doing something very bona fide. You are studying Shastra, you are reciting big, big verses, you are reading, studying, doing services. So it appears that it's very bona fide, it's very, big deal. But higher than sadhana bhakti is raganuga bhakti, where one is not really doing these things, but one has a spontaneous love for Krishna. So Krishna Arthe Akhil Chista. All that endeavor that we are doing is for the pleasure of Krishna. So how we can please Krishna, that is important, not the recitation of verses and being very expert in Shastric understanding. Another example, since you brought it, Lord Jagannath, the pastime that one of the Acharya, he didn't like the way Lord Jagannath was worshipped in Jagannath Puri. So he said that tomorrow I'm going to change everything. So the night when he was sleeping, Lord Jagannath took him and put him far away so that he cannot even get there in the morning. And then in the dream, he said that whatever way they are worshipping, I'm happy with that. So there are tons and tons of examples, Mataji, where we can see that Krishna is lover of emotion, bhav, expression, love. So how one is expressing their love to Krishna, that is more important than anything else. Sometimes, we get proud. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitava jagati sakamaye, mama janmani janmani ishware bhavatad bhakti tukitoi. My dear Lord, I don't want this dhan, I don't want this jan, follower, kavita, somebody praising me all the time, sundari, beautiful wife, husbands, child, family, not, So the perfection is that how much we are loving Krishna, prema pumartho maha. Having love for Supreme Personality of Godhead is ultimate, goal. There are many, stories that can be, said. The same story of cobbler, Narad Muni was going, and then he went and see the cobbler and said that Narad Muni said that I'm going to see, Bhagwan Vishnu. He said, okay, please go. And when you are coming back, please come and tell me that, how he's doing. Then he went a little ahead and he saw one prostitute. And he said that I'm going to see Lord Vishnu. Prostitute said, yeah, please go see him. But when you are coming back, please tell us how he was doing. Then he went ahead and there was one great rishi, a saintly person. Yes, Pandit, Brahmin. He said, I'm going to see Lord Vishnu. He said, please go, and when you are coming back, tell us what he was doing. So we did even drama for that. So when Narad Muni was coming back, he first met the Brahmin person, and Brahmin asked, what did you see Lord doing? He said, I saw that, the needle that you have, the eye that you have in the backside of the needle, where you put the rope. So Narad Muni said that I saw Vishnu was pushing elephant through the eye of the needles and taking him out, putting it back, taking him out. And Brahmin said, unbelievable, this is not possible. Then he went ahead and he said the same thing to the prostitute. I saw Krishna was pushing elephant through the eye of a needle. Then the prostitute said, my dear Lord is so powerful. What is surprise? This is nothing. This is nothing. Krishna can do anything. Vishnu can do anything. Narad Muni said, you are, Paka devotee, pure devotee. Although you are engaged in the process of, prostitution. So Mataji, there are so many examples where the expression, the bhav, the love for Supreme Personality of Godhead is more important, not the pride that comes out of engaging in the process of bhakti. If we are engaged in the process of bhakti for some other, that's why the definition of pure bhakti has to be understood again and again. It's like, it's this kind of, if and else loop. Keep on coming to that definition. And now we last, Sanyam Gyan Karmadya Navritam Anukulya Krishna Nusilya Bhakti. What is Uttam Bhakti? That pleases the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What is pleasing to Supreme Personality of Godhead? That is what, we have to know. That is the essence of engaging in the process of bhakti. So it's mostly how you express. Advancement is seen when you express your emotion, Supreme Personality of God. Okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
So Gopi, always look at gopis. Gopis are not, big pandit. They are not, shastragya. They don't recite verses. But Krishna is always with them. They are simple, cowherd ladies. But they are considered topmost class devotee. Topmost class devotee. So there are many examples that we can see. So what are the eligibility for performing the devotional service? Okay. This is a beautiful slide that I would like to talk and make sure that you all understand this. So swalpapi ruchi reva syad bhakti tathaiva bodhika yuktis tu kevala naiva yash asya pratisthata. Swalp api ruchi reva syad bhakti tattva abodhika. Very important point here. It says that swalpapi ruchi. If there is little bit shraddha, bhakti tattva avodhika. The devotion for Supreme Personality of Godhead is awakened in the heart. If there is little bit shraddha, tata sadhu sangha, bhajan kriya anartha, as you know. So little bit shraddha, having some faith. With that faith, devotion for Supreme Personality of Godhead is abodhika. It's awakened. It's origin. Yuktistu kevala naiva. But a person who is trying to be naiva, philosophical, logical understanding, neti we say, I'm trying to understand Krishna, what is right, what is wrong, what is right, what is wrong. Yad asya pratisthata. Doesn't matter how much they try. Pratisthata means transplanted, firmly rooted. Apratisthata. Apratisthata means, you have a sprout. When you pull it out with the root, apratisthata. No? So doesn't matter a person who is mentally specular, doesn't matter how they try, for them, bhakti would never be awakened. So this little bit shraddha, that is why when somebody comes to temple, we try to engage them in devotional service. Please give them some prasad. Please give them some service. So this is a beautiful concept that I'm going to share here. And this concept we all should remember all the time. So bhakti comes from bhakti. Okay? Bhakti comes from bhakta only. Don't think that nobody should think that I was so qualified, so exalted that I started bhakti myself. Sometimes if you talk to people, how you come to Krishna consciousness? I just came by myself. In reality, it never happens. It doesn't happen like that. Bhakti comes from bhakta. Brahmand Bharvitte Kono Bhagavan Jiv. Guru and Krishna. Guru Krishna Prasad. By mercy of Guru, which means devotees and a spiritual master, and Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, one receives bhakti. So let's understand this cycle. Okay. So what happens is that we as a living entity, we are going birth to birth, life to life, form to form, 8.4 million species of life. We are wondering, Punarapi Janamam, Punarapi Maranam. We are taking birth, dying, taking birth, dying, taking birth, dying. And every life, we are doing some pious deed. And that pious deed comes and accumulated as swikriti. Some good, energy, you can say, inside us. Some tendency of goodness. Okay. So there is a empty glass. And every lifetime you just have one drop of water, one drop of water, one drop of water, one drop of water. You keep on pouring the drop of water. And when that water is very much at the brim of the glass is almost about to be filled, then one has enough, Sukriti Sanchaya. Means one has accumulated enough pious deed. And when that has happened, at that point, when a devotee comes and instructs, says that, Prabhu, please come tomorrow Sunday feast. And he should engage in the devotional service. That person would show his interest. That person will come next day. Okay. So for sure, Shukriti that is coming from life after life, life after life, that's getting accumulated. And when at that stage, one is injected by the instructions of the pure devotee, then that Swikriti turns into Shraddha. Very important point. Very important point. I don't know how it's on your understanding, but I beg you to understand this point very clearly. Shraddha, someone said, you have a lot of Shraddha, a lot of faith. This faith is coming from life after life Sukriti that we have, earned. And when that is injected, when that Sukriti is injected with some instruction of the Bhakta, pure devotion. So Sukriti plus Bhakti from devotee, when they two mix, then it becomes Shraddha. First stage of Bhakti. Okay? So that's what this verse is saying. Swalpa api ruchi reva syad. Bhaktir tattva avodhika. Even if there is little bit taste, that ruchi for bhakti awakens bhakti in the practitioner. Okay. And when that happens, and then that devotee at the ruchi stage, atha shraddha, tat sadhu sangha, tat bhajan kriya, tat anavartha nivriti, nistha, ruchi, asakti, all of that comes, bhava, prema. At every stage now, we are associating with pure devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. If you stop, if you stop pouring the water on your Shraddha, then again the seed is in a neutral stage. So you have to sprout that seed. And how you sprout that? Keep on getting the association of a pure devotee. In the form of Guru, in the form of Shastra, in the form of Sadhu. You keep on doing that. And then that keep on growing to the different and higher stage. So we start practicing bhakti. And that bhakti again gives, more shraddha, more conviction, and then we are more engaged in bhakti. So this is a cycle that keep on going. Our shraddha keep on going up and up and up by practicing the limbs of bhakti. And one of that anga is sadhu sangha, bhajan kriya, anartha nivritti. So sadhu sangha, associating with devotee. Out of 5, principal anga, associating with devotee, and then book is also association. Going to holy places, that is also association. So there are 5 principal anga of bhakti. Let me tell you what are those. Associating with devotee, reading book, chanting name of Krishna, okay, and then going to holy places and worshipping Srimati Tulsi Maharani, deity worship. So, in fact, chanting and deity worship, that is directly association with Krishna, right? All of those are association with Krishna, but deity worship and chanting is directly associating with Krishna. But other 3 books, associating and going to the holy places, are basically receiving the instructions of sadhu. So if you really look at this 5 anga of the bhakti, and if you try to understand, we are basically receiving the mercy of Krishna and sadhu. Okay, and that's how our bhakti is nourishing. It get nourished. The ruchi, little bit ruchi in the beginning, right? Our ruchi is very fragile. Quantity is very limited, very limited quantity. But we nourish, we keep on nourishing by engaging in the process of bhakti. And with that engagement, bhakti keep on growing like that. Okay, so we grow in the process of bhakti. That process. So this is a very, very important slide, extremely important slide. Sometimes, you will see people give more weightage to, I have seen, they don't pay obeisances to Prabhupada. They run towards Krishna. Now Prabhupada first. Association, devotee. Devotee is the one who will inject the seed of devotion in your heart. And then from there, slowly and slowly, your bhakti creeper will grow. So is this concept clear? I would like to make sure that is clear to everybody before I move to the next slide. Can I hear some affirmation? Is it clear? This concept is clear. It's very important. I'm not in rush, honestly, I can tell you. And I make sure that this, if you understand some of this concept very clearly, then you will understand the importance of devotee in your life. Then you'll understand the importance of Srila Prabhupada. You'll understand the importance of Acharya, Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj, or Bhakti Swami Maharaj, or all of our senior and Purva Acharyas. Otherwise, he would say that, bhakti I'm doing by myself. All the credit is to me. No credit to anybody else. So this concept has to be understood. That today you are wherever you are because of the bhakta. Somebody has injected the seed of bhakti in your sukriti, in your pious deed. And still you need that injection. Still you need association of the devotee. So that it will keep on growing. It will help you get to the next step. So I would like to make sure that this is understand. Prabhuji, Sadbhujanand Prabhu, is it clear? The concept is clear?
I think
Can you summarize?
Yes, Prabhuji. So the main point you are trying to explain here is that it is not one endeavor we are able to do it, but the mercy of the Krishna Guru has to be there. Then only
Yes.
that is very, very key point. Even it looks like we are doing everything, but actually somewhere the injection should have been happened. Then only we are making the progress. And
Yes.
so yeah, we have to acknowledge that unless instead of taking all the credit ourselves. Even Prabhupada also says that this is I'm doing, this is not my credit. This is my good.
Yeah.
So he gives the credit
Yes,
to
I wanted to say that. Yes. Very good point. Yadrichaya. Bhakti is unconditional. There is, you cannot say that, you can maybe with other qualification, you can become other types of follower, you can become a very dharmic person. You can become a very Jnani, learned, all of those you can do, my dear devotees. But unalloyed devotion, the love for Krishna, pure unalloyed, you cannot snitch. That's why I always say it. People sometimes feel no, pretend like that they can snitch. They can, oh, I'm so qualified that I can do bhakti. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Gone, wrong, wrong. It will never be happening. So yes, Satyanarayan Prabhu, can you share what you understand from this verse? From this discussion, sorry. Yeah, from the verse also.
Yes, Prabhuji. So Bhakti, as I said, Prabhuji, Bhakti is coming from the Bhakta. So we need to get the association of Bhakta. So previous birth after birth, definitely we should have some kind of Sukriti because of the pious activity we have done. But it is not enough. Yes, it's still there, but still we need some kind of injection, and that injection trigger comes from. I just take an example. One day some devotee asked, hey, let's join some kirtan or some, ISKCON temple or somewhere. And then that's when it starts, a trigger further gets turn into Shraddha. And that has to be keep on going. It is not one times activity. It has to keep going and all. So that helps to get into bhakti mode and get into pure bhakti again. There's so much further to do it. Yeah. Prabhuji, I was audible or not?
Yeah, we can hear you, Prabhu. Satya Prabhu. But Prabhuji's audio, we are
Think Prabhuji network.
Yeah, I think we'll ask him. Manohar Prabhuji, maybe you can share something while Prabhuji is coming.
No, I was trying to research on the 5 angas of bhakti Prabhu mentioned. Anybody remember what were there?
A B C D A B C D.
Yeah.
ABCD.
We call that yeah.
What is that, Prabhuji?
Association, books, chanting, visiting holy places, and TT Seva. I think these are the 5.
Hare Krishna, can you see me now?
Yes.
Sorry, I got disconnected. So Mataji is saying, Brinda Sundari Mataji, in deity worship, we always meditate on Guru and offer food to Guru before we offer to their Lordship. And we are assisting our Guru in the service. Yes. Yes, that's right. That's 100% right. We don't, we never jump. That's very good, point. And this concept, we have to understand. You have to understand this concept very clearly. Prabhupada said, we are Rupanuga. Okay, we have to do things which improve our faith in 6 Goswamis. Sri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Sri Jiva Gopal Bhatt, Das Raghunath, Sat Goswami Prabhus. Ultimately, they are serving Mahaprabhu. We have no qualification to serve. But what we do? We assist Prabhupada. Prabhupada is giving it to Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. He gives to Gaur Kishore Das Baba Maharaj. Then he gives to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jagannath Das Baba Maharaj. Then it goes to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Then it goes to whom? I keep on going up to Krishna Das Kaviraj Das Baba Maharaj. Then he gives it to Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami gives it to Mahaprabhu. So that's why this line of disciplic succession is extremely important. Okay. And that's why, in my teaching and preaching, I emphasize this concept. Sometimes devotee doesn't understand that, but sometimes it doesn't make sense to them what I'm saying. But the point is that any offering that we do, it has to go through the line of disciplic succession. So our disciplic succession is Brahmada Gauriya Sampradaya. So our prayer has to go through disciplic succession. Okay, so let me go back and share my screen again. So that's what we were talking. Anybody has anything before we move to the next slide? I would like to just start the next session today, at least give you some sheet of discussion. So this is very, very important, okay? It's extremely important to understand this concept. And this is coming from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1:145. So here is the summary of what we have been discussing. We are studying Eastern Ocean. This Sindhu has 4 sections: Eastern, Southern, Western, and Northern. Eastern Ocean has 4 waves, and first wave is Shamanya Bhakti, just basic understanding of the devotional service. Simple, what do you understand? What is the meaning of bhakti? So our Shamanya understanding of the bhakti is Uttama Bhakti. It's not like ordinary bhakti. Bhakti has maybe there are some other definitions, but Rupa Goswami sets the bar very high. He says that for you, oh follower of Brahmada Gauriya Sampradaya, for you bhakti is basically Uttama Bhakti. And then wave 2 talks about sadhana bhakti. So that's what we are going to do. The intent of showing this slide is that wave 1 is done, and now we are going to move into wave 2. And that wave will continue until chapter 16. And then there are 3 chapters, 17, 18 will talk Bhava Bhakti, and 19 will talk Prema Bhakti. So I don't think that it will take too much of a time, but that's what we have. Okay, Prabhu, you want to say something, Satyanarayana Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. So I was just meditating on the 6 quality or characteristic of the pure bhakti.
Yeah.
I did not see a Samanya Bhakti. I saw the Sadhana Bhakti, Bhadi Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, and Bhava Bhakti, but I did not see the Samanya Bhakti. So I was thinking, where does this Samanya Bhakti,
Yeah. So Samanya Bhakti for you is Uttam Bhakti. So that's what I was saying. That, when Rupa Goswami gives the definition, the bhakti means Uttam Bhakti. Okay. So now in every term that we are going to use in future, like for example, sadhana uttama bhakti, you have to see like that, okay? Bhava uttama bhakti, prema uttama. So this uttama bhakti should be with all of the bhakti term that you would see. Okay. So Shamana definition of bhakti, janna vilasita sunyam gyan karmadya navritam anukulenu krishnanu bhakti uttam. That's the uttam bhakti. Now, Karma Yogi also has some bhakti. Gyan Yogi, whatever the Gyan Yogi gets, also gets out of that bhakti. Okay? Ashtanga Yogi, whatever achievement he or she gets, that's also outcome of the bhakti. But that bhakti is not ahituki bhakti. That bhakti has some other goal, some other desire. Okay? So, our definition or our understanding of bhakti is Uttama Bhakti. Clear. There is no, there is no mix, nothing. Just here is the bhakti. What is bhakti? Anavilashta asunyam gyan karmadya navritam anuklenu krishnanu bhakti uttamam. That's all. That's all. That's the definition of the bhakti for you.
So all these 6 quality is, all these qualities are part of the Samanya Bhakti.
All of these qualities are basically qualities of Uttama Bhakti. So Samanya Bhakti for each Uttama Bhakti.
Yeah.
And these 6 qualities are for Uttama Bhakta at different stage. So Uttama Bhakti in sadhana stage. So in sadhana stage also, like for example, we are the sadhaka, right? So in sadhana stage, our bhakti should be Uttama. You have to perform. We should try to perform the Uttama Bhakti, which we are many times not. That's different thing. Honorable, you would agree with me or no?
Yes, Prabhu. I mean, as you said, the element of pure bhakti is there, but yeah,
Not
we
in dominant.
yeah,
Yeah. It's not
it's not.
Kavalya Bhakti.
Yeah,
It's not only Uttama Bhakti, there are some other mixture.
right.
So, Prabhu, definition for Bhakti is Uttama Bhakti for us, okay? That's the definition of the Bhakti. You can call it also as a Samanya Bhakti. Samanya Bhakti is Uttama Bhakti. That's how you should, if that helps you, understand better, then that's how you should understand. Samanya Bhakti is Uttama Bhakti for us. Okay, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that's what we have to understand. There is no other ordinary. Samana normally means ordinary definition, right? Ordinary definition of the bhakti is that anavilasita sunyam gyan karmadya navritam anukulenu krishnanusyanam bhakti. That's all. No lafra, no gyan, no karma, no this, no that. No, we have to always try to engage, and that's the skill now you are carrying all the time in back of your mind. So with that scale, with that expectation, now you are engaged in sadhana bhakti. See tomorrow how you'll be acting in your bhakti. You can see that. Anything that you are doing, you are doing for as a Uttama Bhakta. So now what will happen? All the contamination that is there has to go away. All the contamination has to go away. That's what it is. No abhilasa. I don't want glory. I don't want praise. Nothing. Some devotee will do. The devotee will appreciate. But I personally don't deserve any appreciation. So sadhana bhakti. So there are three types of bhakti. Prabhuji, Uttama bhakti has three different categories. Okay, Uttama bhakti can be performed at three different stages. Okay, it can be performed at sadhana stage, it can be performed at bhava stage, and it can be also done at prema stage. At sadhana stage, there are two types: Vadi bhakti and Raganuga bhakti. So these terms now, all of you should remember. Sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti. Sadhana bhakti is Vadi bhakti and Raganuga bhakti. So how we can see now, Uttama bhakti can be performed as Vadi bhakta, as Raganuga bhakta, as bhava bhakta, as prema bhakta. Okay, and that's what is the content of our whole discussion. We are going to see the definition of Vadi bhakti, Raganuga bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti, their symptoms, their characters. In sadhana bhakti, in Vadi bhakti, it will take most of the time, because we are going to see 64 anga of bhakti. What are the things that we do that is bhakti? Not everything that we do is bhakti. Okay, and you should also not think that whatever you are doing is bhakti. Not everything that we do is bhakti. Rupa Goswami says what is bhakti and what is not bhakti. Again, what bhakti? Uttama bhakti. Okay, so at sadhana bhakti stage, if it's perfected, klesha agni subdha is achieved. At bhava bhakti, klesha agni subdha moksha lavakrit sudharava, those 4 qualities are achieved. And prema bhakti, all 6 qualities are achieved. So please remember this slide. I might be in between sometimes asking you what are the types of bhakti that we have talked about. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly read this and then we'll adjourn here. Pitra sadhana bhakti. So now let's see. You saw the definition of Uttama bhakti? Please go back and look at that. Now we are going to see Uttam bhakti as sadhana. So sadhana bhakti, sadhana Uttam bhakti. Bhakti, Uttam bhakti, which is performed during sadhana stage. So most of us are sadhaka. We say that sadhaka means we are in that stage. So what is the definition of sadhana bhakti? We'll talk about that in next class also. Kriti sadh bhavet sadhya bhavasya sadhana vidha nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatyam hirdi sadhyata. Kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya. Kriti here, kriti means senses. The senses, the actions that are driven by senses. Okay, so right now our actions are very much driven by our senses. So kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya, when the action of the senses which produce the stage of bhava, sadhya bhava, is called sadhana bhakti. What does it mean? When this stage is attained, the bhava bhakti is an eternal asthai bhava which is not created. So let me first give you my definition, then we'll read that. So kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya. Bhava sa sadhana avidya. So sadhana bhakti has three elements. Sadhana, that's what you have to remember. Sadhana, what is sadhana bhakti? Sadhana bhakti is three elements. First element is that it has action. Kriti, okay? So sadhana bhakti has action. Means one has to act. Okay? And then second is that it has goal. So action is done for a goal. Can somebody guess what is that goal?
Pleasing Krishna.
No, but according to this verse, what is that goal? Bhava bhakti.
Bhav.
So in sadhana bhakti, we are engaged in devotional service with goal. Very important. So we don't want to stay whole life in sadhana bhakti. Rather, we want to go up. Okay. So sadhana bhakti is basically the stage where we are engaging our senses in devotional practices. So, you would see that we smell aroma of the flower, sprinkle water, chant name of Krishna, get up in the morning, chant, do Mangala Arati. These are the action. Okay. And these actions are done for a goal. You are in a 6th grade. You are studying every day to pass the 6th grade. So sadhana is done to come to the stage of bhava. And then the third item is it has to be avidhaya. It has to be performed, with endeavor regularly. So action must be done with endeavor regularly with a goal to achieve bhava bhakti. So this sadhana bhakti, now if you look at us, we are stuck. At least I'm stuck. I'm not in a bhava stage. I don't know what is my stage, but for sure I'm not at that high stage of bhakti. So, which means I haven't performed action and I have not performed with regularly. Sadhana avidha means regularly with endeavor. You have to put some endeavor behind it. Like in the morning time, you don't want to get up, right? But you want to get up. But what to do? No, just last night, yesterday I was here whole day. I was tired. So this morning I had to get up. I set my alarm at 3 o'clock. So my alarm started ringing, and I turned the alarm off, and then I went after 5 minutes. But the thing is that I know that if I don't get up, I'm not going to sleep also. It's just wasted of my time. I just said, let me get up. I got up, went, took shower, I came for Mangala Arati. So the point is that some endeavor, something extra, I have to try. There are so many things that I could do, but I have to push myself towards Krishna. Let me do this. I can do something else with this step, but let me see if I can do. So some endeavor, some very diligent endeavor has to happen. So my dear devotees, please remember these 3 things. In sadhana bhakti, we do these 3 things. We engage in services. Action has to be there. Okay, there must be. And action does not mean only devotional service, physical service. Action means chanting, getting up in the morning, taking shower, doing ekadasi prasada, in ekadasi, all of that. So it's all endeavor has to happen, and that endeavor has to happen regulated in a regular way. Okay, with the goal to come to the stage of higher bhakti, which is bhava bhakti. Okay, so that is what we are trying to share here. So I gave you the definition of sadhana bhakti. We'll start from here next class, and we'll go from here. But please, 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 pay attention to some of these technical details. And you have all of these concepts are very nicely summarized in Nectar of Devotion. You don't have to go anywhere. The verses are not there. It's not presented like it's all coming from there. You just read. You find that section of Nectar of Devotion, and you will read. You will find the same thing. Sadhana Bhakti Prabhupada is saying very clearly there. You'll see that. So please, read Nectar of Devotion. Again, one thing I would definitely tell that I'm not happy with the exams that you all gave. I'm sorry to say that. There is no preparation for the exams. I can see that the answers were not right, not to the point. Like objective answers, all of those were wrong answer. Something, basic understanding that we have from Krishna consciousness is a guess type of answer. But if you study, those questions are exactly coming from Prabhupada's writing purport. I just pick up one line. If you want, I can go to one exam, and I can tell you from where Prabhupada said, and exactly you'll see that copied. So reading, if you do constant reading, then your answer will be fine. That's the intent of this course. So I would like to make sure that you all are giving enough time and reading, please. Otherwise, unfortunately, I won't be able to give you the certificate. I can give only certificate to those people who I feel like that have developed the sufficient understanding. As a teacher, I have that right to do that. So please, I request you, read Prabhupada's purport. I read. You should not think that I give class just doing nothing. A lot of study reading material that I read for you to make sure that I'm giving you bona fide information. So here and there, every places, Vishwanath Thakur commentary here, and I make note and all of that. I have note that I go through. We have to make endeavor. You just saw the definition of sadhana bhakti. Action has to be there with some diligent endeavor with the goal. Wow, see, very nice. Goal is very important. Goal is given there, which is bhava bhakti. So sadhana and then bhava bhakti, right? So Rupa Goswami is giving us a very nice definition. So I humbly request all of you, please. This is a Nectar of Devotion. Then I have only one book to go through, and I would like to, and at the end of this course, I would like to see some substantial improvement in terms of your way of talking and the exams that you are giving, Sastic understanding, all of that, has to improve. Otherwise, this is just a certificate and will not do any good to you. You will just, again, you will come back at some point when you advance sufficiently. I know many of you are advanced, please forgive me. But when you advance even sufficiently, you will come back and see these things. Oh, I did this course, but I did not understand now. Now I have to go and see. So please, this is our life. We have nothing else to do. Our success and failure are all of depending on this. So please give some more time to it. And thank you so much. Appreciate your constant participation. Hare Krishna. Can we adjourn here, or is there anything anybody has? Any question?
So one quick question, Prabhuji. Action,
Absolutely.
it should be anusulanam kind of action. It should not be kind of any rewarding kind of. I should not be have some kind of result expecting kind of. That's action you mean to have as part of the first element for sadhana bhakti.
No, result automatically comes, but they say that what is the result of bhakti? Okay, what is the result of bhakti? Can somebody tell me? That's a very good point. What is the result of bhakti? If you are very engaged in the bhakti, what will happen? Can you tell me?
More
Krishna
bhakti,
Prema,
more
Krishna
Huh?
Prema, Krishna
Huh?
Prema, Krishna Prema. We'll get the Krishna Prema.
We'll get Krishna Prema, but what is the, what is the saying that normally devotees say? If you are engaged in the bhakti, you will have more.
more devotional service, Prabhuji.
Yeah, you will have, if you are getting more bhakti, if you are growing in the bhakti, that means you will get more opportunity to serve. That is the symptom. One symptom. If you get more opportunity, Krishna is engaging you more, more things are coming in your way, and you are able to do it, you are able to handle it. That means it's good. You are growing in bhakti. That means Krishna is giving you more and more and more and more and more and more opportunity. So bhakti brings bhakti. That's what it is, right? Bhakti has to bring bhakti, right? Bhujanand Prabhu, right? That has to happen, right? Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right. The person who is trying for, their material richness, he's investing money. And what that money brings?
Money.
Huh?
More money.
More money. Exactly. So, exactly. That's what it is. Oh, this company is making very good profit. Everybody working very hard for money. They're investing money, they're getting money. So we invest bhakti. If you invest bhakti, you get more.
Bhakti.
Satyanarayana Prabhu, clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that's what it is. The result is that you'll be engaging more in devotional service. You would be always doing something devotional. You'll be finding bhakti more meaningful, more nourishing than doing anything else. So result comes. Result is there, but at the same time, we should be able to see that result. And it's not like that if you are engaging, I'm just giving the example, that if you are engaging in the bhakti, then our material prosperity will grow. Maybe that would not happen. You'll become Babaji. You'll become like Manohar Prabhu, go and stay in Vrindavan 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, do only bhakti. So the thing is that is symptom of sign of bhakti. That bhakti is awakening, more attaching, more attachment. To holy places, holy dham. These are the signs. So we should be able to see that also if we are adhering more to Anga Bhakti. Bina Mataji will go Vrindavan every year. We go 3 times a year. Why? It's just, we live in America, but why we have to go? I love. My wife always, she just came and she is telling that, oh, Vrindavan, I like this Vrindavan. She started singing the song of Vrindavan now. Just last month she came. So the thing is like that, Why? Because more mana lage barsane mein, right, Prabhu? So that place has such a beautiful attraction. It'll draw us. So bhakti brings more bhakti. You'll have more attachment, Prabhuji. You will do more service. You'll have more faith towards Prabhupada. You will have more a tendency to respect people. You will see a lot of problems, but problem will not disturb you. The material life has problem. There is no problem. The critical mentality will go away. Criticizing of devotee, unearth and everything will go away. He'll be just simple man, I have to die one day. It's all Krishna's world. He will do whatever he's doing. Not over his, whatever he wants to do, he will do. Just let me, my dear Lord, just let me do your bhakti. Whatever I can, please, I want only one thing, my dear Lord, give me your bhakti. And if you ask that, then everything else will be whatever is needed for you to perform bhakti, Krishna will make sure it's happening. Prabhupada said that, it doesn't make sense to me. Prabhupada said, even if somebody wants to be materialistic person, they should still be bhakta. Because Krishna will make sure that you have material opulence to, do bhakti. So bhakti
Today we were listening to a lecture by Srila Prabhupada, and he was saying that I came to USA with $40.
Yeah.
And now I have 40 crores rupees.
Yeah.
So you should know how to get from. I mean, he was saying
Yeah,
that
yeah, no, I
the devotee
understand.
never expects, but you should know how to get from Krishna also.
Yeah, and how many people in 11 years have earned that much?
Yeah.
108 temples, right? And all of master and PhD and big professionals like you and I are doing nothing, but we are volunteers, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Isn't it? And even we are not satisfied, whole day, whole time you are serving, and still you think that I'm not a pure, and nobody is paying, right? And somebody paying for the service that you do,
That's right.
right?
Mhm.
So that type of, society Prabhupada has created. Sometimes I think about it and I say, oh my gosh. And we are ready to take all types of penances and, sacrifice now, right? As we are getting old. Honestly, I should not say, but as I'm getting old now, I think that, only one thing that I have to do is that, do bhakti, that's all done. Of samsaric, child, son, daughter, baby, bacha, all of that thing is there. But, anytime death will come, if you hear the news, all types of things are happening all over the place. Recently, did you all hear that there was a plane crash? Azerbaijan and Russian, people were on the flight and somebody missile, Russian missile, I don't know what was that, but they shot and people died. So left and right people are dying, Prabhuji. In Gujarat, Jaipur, there was truck, gas truck hit the car, and then people were sleeping in the morning and there was fire all around. People were walking with, and burning.
Oh my God.
So all of that thing is, happening, You are walking and suddenly all you are walking, in fire. All you have around is fire because the gas leaked after this accident and it got fire everywhere, only fire. Nobody knew anything and people, 11 or 12 people died. So my dear, devotees, this is all happening around us. So we have to just do the bhakti. Jena kena prakarena, whatever life span is left, just become pure bhakta, pure devotee of Supreme Lord. Everything will be fine. I'll see you all next Saturday, Prabhuji, okay?
Yeah.
Mataji, thank you, Hare Krishna. Vanchkalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyayavasya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnavindra ki jai, Simal Bhakta Vindra ki jai. Thank you, Hare Krishna.